Hello guys, Bricklick here, and today we got some huge new LEGO leaks, so stay tuned to find out more. If you do enjoy the video, why not like the video, so subscribe and turn on notifications to help us get to 80,000 subscribers, but let's get into it. So every year, a lot of you look forward to the LEGO Winter Village collection, and today, thanks to Itabricks, we got some more information on what we can expect for the 2025 model, which seems to be revisiting an older concept from the Winter Village collection. This year is going to be set number 10361. This one is going to be the Winter Express train, an exciting concept. It's going to be coming in with 956 pieces, so quite a lot smaller than recent Winter Village collections, but that price tag is going to be a whopping $130 or £115 for those of you in the UK, and this one is going to be expected to be launching like recent Winter Village sets on October 1st, 2025. So yeah, revisiting the train concept, I kind of think it makes sense. It's been almost 10 years since the last one. A lot more people are buying Lego now. There's a lot of different people buying Lego who would love the Winter Village train to be in their collections. The high price to piece ratio, I presume, would suggest that we're probably going to see some tracks or motorization included with this one, which I think needs to be, otherwise it's definitely overpriced compared to recent Winter Village collections, but nonetheless it's nice to see that sub-theme continuing year on year. And every year as well, we see Lego release some smaller Christmas sets alongside the Winter Village set, and this year is no different. We're going to be having an addition to the Up-Scaled Minifigure collection, which so many of you will be excited about. This one is set to be set number 40820, being an Up-Scaled Santa Minifigure. A great idea. This one coming in with 761 pieces, and should be retailing for $55 or £50. The Up-Scaled Minifigure collection just grows and grows, and I think Santa and doing a Christmas themed one will definitely go down well. Some of the small sets though will include 40809, this one being the festive gingerbread house. This one is still quite a big set, actually, coming in with 498 pieces and retailing for $40 or £35. So a nice little buildable gingerbread house will go great with your Winter Village or just on display with your Christmas decorations. And the smaller set is going to be 40812, this one being the snowman ornaments. This one including 168 pieces and should be retailing for $14 or £12. So I presume some kind of small buildable snowman ornaments similar to what we saw last year, which you can probably hang on your tree. And all of those, like the Winter Village set, will be launching on October 1st, 2025, so really not long to wait. Then I presume, as always, we'll see some Christmas gift with purchases in November and December. It might seem a long way off Christmas, but for Lego it's fast approaching. Then continuing on with that Christmas theming, today we got a look at the biggest Harry Potter set of 2025. This one an absolutely massive set. If you haven't know what the details are, this one is set to be 76457, being Hogsmeade Village, the collector's edition. It is quite a big set, like I say, coming in with 3,228 pieces. And as we're seeing towards the end of 2025, absolutely crazy prices. This one expected to come in for $380 at the minimum, and probably about £350 in the UK. This one launching on September 1st, 2025. So yeah, price aside, if you look at the set, it does include this giant diorama basically of Hogsmeade. It's going to include, I think, 5 shops in total, which is actually really good. So each one is going to be on a base plate, so 3 different half base plates, and then you can connect them all together. If you have a look at the back of the box as well, you will see there is tons of interior in all of them. In terms of length, it's going to be about 73 centimeters in length, so it's going to be quite a long model, but not too wide, so hopefully you can display it on a shelf, and each one can also be detached from each other as well. So you basically then have the 3 modules that you can display in different ways, but obviously the main one is in the middle as it is the tallest one. Definitely a similar style of build and kind of structure to what we saw with the Diagon Alley, which is retiring this year, so it makes sense replacing it with Hogsmeade. There's also going to be plenty of minifigures included as well. Not really detail we often see with Harry Potter, it does feel a little bit cheap on that, but there is going to be plenty of detail on the interiors to make up for the minifigures. Each building is going to be open back, of course, but you will see every little inch of space has been decked out with some interior. Then there will be those cobbled snowy streets at the front where you can display the minifigures. So if you love Harry Potter, if you love Hogsmeade, this one definitely will look impressive on your display. It is just a shame the price is so high, and maybe the minifigures could have added a little more printing on the legs and arms, but it also include a horse and cart as well, an extra side build. And of course, always with these big Harry Potter sets, we do get a gift with purchase, and this year is going to be no different. It's going to be set number 40770, the Room of Requirement, coming in with 202 pieces. This one will be available from September 1st, but as we always see with the Harry Potter gift with purchase, they're available with a big set, but there's also all Harry Potter sets, usually around $150 or £160 spends on anything. So that one is launching on September 1st alongside the gift with purchase. We also got a look at the 2 final Nike sets for this year, which are going to be launching on September 1st. These quite interesting sets, just like we saw with the original Nike set, which launched back in July. The first set is going to be no different. This one is going to be 43021, the Nike Dunk Trick Shot, with 454 pieces, retailing for $40 or £35. Includes the Nike Dunk shoot at an angle with a minifigure flying out of it, shooting a hoop. Definitely kind of an imaginative set, and I'm sure this one will be popular, just like the first Nike set, and of course collectible, as we often see with Nike products. The other one, probably the weakest of the 3 Nike sets that we see. This one is going to be 4020, the Nike Slam Dunk, with 809 pieces. This one is expected to be coming in for $70 or £60. It essentially includes a big basketball player that you can also customize as well, slamming the basketball into the hoop. So definitely a cool diorama, probably aimed at more younger fans compared to the other 2. But nonetheless, I do think this one has some cool piece usage and also some cool designs. Then you also got the Nike logos plastered across these products. Like I said, both of those are going to be launching on September 1st. I think overall both do seem like they're pretty well priced, and they will go perfectly, which has been a super popular set with the Nike Dunk set, which launched back in July. So yeah, that'll be it for Nike for 2025. And of course, always, if you want to stay up to date with the latest Lego news and rumours, you can follow me over on Instagram at break_clicker. And a huge thank you to the channel members, including Papa Rex, Krispy Kreme, One Brick Stud, Slapshot Bricks, Phantom Breeze, Bricks and Pixel Geek, Mr. Dragon Gaming, Simon, M&J Bricks, IU2I, Jackie Like, PBJ Bills, Hans Scotty, Kai and Benito. A huge thank you for being part of the Clickers and Breakers membership. It's much appreciated. Then on to gift purchase. It doesn't seem like there'll be too much exciting going on for the rest of August, but Carter Brooks over on Instagram is suggesting that the Space Baby promo will be returning. I presume at the same threshold of $150 or £135. We don't have each details yet, but the Fortnite promo does end on August 11th. Lego likes to have a promo keep running, so this one it could potentially start again on August 12th, but we don't know just yet. But of course, if I hear anything, I will let you know. Then on to Lego Technic, where thanks to Lego Minecraft Go, we got more information on what to expect for January, with a really interesting set being 4223. This one being the 1966 Ford GT40 MK2 race car. This one is going to be an 18 plus set, coming in for $75 or £65. And I think this one is really interesting. We don't normally see Technic sets that cheap as an 18 plus model. I presume this one will be in a similar scale to what we see with those mid-scale vehicles for Technic, but given this one is a car from 1966, incredibly iconic with adults, I think probably it is being branded as 18 plus, more of a marketing ploy rather than being a more complex build like we saw with the larger Ford GT. But like we saw with Icons, doing cheaper 18 plus sets for Technic would definitely be welcome, and I presume we'll see more going into the future. In terms of the other sets though, in terms of the actual play sets, we're going to have 4222. This one being the Bugatti Chiron Per Sports Hypercar. This one, another one of those mid vehicles, coming in at $65 or £60. Lego definitely doing a lot of Bugatti products in 2026 with also a Speed Champions model, so that one should look really good when it launches in January. And also will be interesting to come kind of basically display it next to the Bugatti and compare it to the one that we saw released in 2022. A really interesting one as well is 42224, the Porsche 911 GT3R AO Rexy race car. Quite a mouthful, coming in for $150. If you look at this one in real life, it's definitely more of an interesting look. You've got these bright green car with big teeth at the front. So this one, I presume, given it as a playset, could include some kind of electric functions like we saw with the recently released Lamborghini, where you can basically drive it and display it. I could see that one being the case for this one, given it is quite a unique colour scheme, but we'll just have to see when we get a piece count. And then the final set will be 42218. This one being the John Deere 1780 wheel loader harvester. This one coming in for $10 or £9. Lego Technic does these John Deere sets quite a lot, so see a set coming in for $10 or £9. I'm sure it will be very much loved by fans, and the nice cheaper Lego Technic sets you can just buy if you're a kid. And all of those Lego Technic sets I just mentioned will be launching on January 1st, 2026. Then of course in the summer we'll get the much bigger wave with some larger 18 plus sets, but so far it's sounding so good for Technic in 2026. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Lego Black Pearl, where we got another look at the back of the model, which is looking just as good as we saw from the front angles and also the minifigures. If we take a look, you can see they've definitely gone all out with decorating and putting as much detail in the Black Pearl as you can see. It does also have that wooden installed base, but actually the hull and all the decking does look really good, and so many cool part usages. Then at the top, they will have those massive sails, so the Black Pearl is definitely blowing people away so far. Everyone's loving it, but that price tag at $380 is definitely making it pretty bittersweet. But that one should be launching on September 12th, so not long to wait. Lego today, with the launch of Wednesday Season 2, revealed the brand new Wednesday sets, which will be launching in October. These are going to be some pretty interesting sets following on from the sets which we saw released last year. First off, we're going to have the brand new Cottage, this one being 76786. This one is going to be coming in for $110 or £90, so some slight increases due to the US prices increasing, but this one does include a really cool cottage which can open up in different ways for the interior. This one will look good, I'm sure, for a lot of you in kind of a wooded area in your Lego cities. It does include mini dolls again for Wednesday rather than actual minifigures like we saw with Wicked this year in some of the sets. And then the other set is going to be the Things apartment, this one coming in for $90 or £75. This one is actually really cool because you have all the interior, then you can fold it up into a briefcase and have thing on top of it holding it, and then you can also store all the little accessories in the top. So as you often see with these Wicked and Wednesday sets, they do add loads of functionality into them, which is definitely welcome. And both those Lego Wednesday sets are going to be launching, I believe, on October 1st, so just in time for Christmas, but not when the brand new season is releasing right now. Then on to Lego ideas, where today Lego released, of course, the Italian Riviera, which followed on for the Pixar lamp and also the vending machine, but the next one up is going to be set number 21360, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. We know for a while this one is going to be the upcoming Lego ideas set launching in September. We've also known that it's going to include 2,026 pieces and should be retailing for $220 or £190, and then it's going to be launching in the middle of the month on September 15th, 2025, so in just over a month's time it will finally be arriving. Now, thanks to Snake Leaks over on Instagram, we got some more information on what to expect for this set. First up, we know that there's going to be 9 minifigures total, which is going to be included, which is actually more than was in the original submission. These will include Willy Wonka, Charlie Bucket, Grandpa Joe, and Augustus Gloop, of course 4 iconic characters. Some of the other ones will include Mike Taviv, Veruca Salt, Violet, and then also 2 Oompa Loompas will be included. So a great selection of all the iconic characters is definitely going to be good to include within the set. I'm sure the build will be just as detailed as we've seen from recent Lego idea sets. It's going to go to see Charlie in the Chocolate Factory finally be made into a Lego set. Now moving over to Lego Pick-a-Brick, Lego have launched some kind of castle and pirate bundles where you can basically press on links and get all the parts for the 5 minifigures or 5 animals in the cases of the horses added to your basket, which makes it a great way to army build. Definitely not cheap though, as we often see with Lego Pick-a-Brick with minifigures, it's definitely expensive, but if you do want to army build these, it is a nice easy way to just add them to your basket. And we'll leave a link down below to the Storm Wars article, which has all the quick links to add these to your basket, but it's a really fun and kind of unique way for you to army build through Lego directly. On to Lego Architecture, where last week we saw the launch of Neuschwanstein Castle, which is incredible, but now thanks to JP Leak site, we know that 21064 will be an architecture set for 2026. We now know though that this one should be coming in at a price tag of $70 or £65, and this one launching right at the start of the year on January 1st, 2026. So not only exciting, another architecture set is less than 6 months away. But what is interesting is in the past few years we've only had these massive Lego architecture sets, so to get one coming in at $70 definitely has a whole host of opportunities. It could be the return of the Skyline sub-theme or maybe a smaller monument. It definitely gets me excited. We also as well have an update on the Architecture Shanghai set, which is going to be an exclusive to China, which will only be available in Lego shops in Shanghai, so a really limited release. You can see here it did launch on August 1st, just until the end of the year, basically the flagship stores in Shanghai, and these big stores which sell Lego in Shanghai. Definitely interesting to re-release this one under a set number and just do it available in one city, but Lego surely must think the demand is there, so that's why it's being done. Then there's been a lot of chatter over the past week that Mattel have got the rights to DC to make merchandise and of course toys, and that's put into question, will they also get the rights to Lego DC given they have now got the Mattel Brick Shop? Well, according to Bricktop, there is going to be some DC sets in the first half of 2026, and also there's going to be DC sets on shelves to the end of 2026. Seems like Mattel, the most logical thing, has got the rights to DC toys like action figures, but not to the building brand sub-theme, which often happens with licenses with toys. So Lego has the rights to building sets, and then other companies can make action figures, plush toys, all that kind of stuff. So it's just interesting, but it seems don't panic just yet, as the DC license should still be same for Lego based on the current rumours rather than going to Mattel. So fingers crossed Lego doesn't abuse that license and continues to give us some great sets like the Arkham Asylum, which is launching in September. So yeah, some great stuff on the way. I think the Winter Village train will definitely be a breath of fresh air to see more Lego trains. The Up-Scaled Santa Minifigure might just steal the show for the Christmas sets though for 2025. The brand new Nike sets are definitely interesting, I'm sure will be popular, there, as will be Hogsmeade, but as we're seeing with so many sets right now, like the Black Pearl as well, they're just too expensive for what Lego is charging. Those brand new Wednesday sets I'm sure will be popular with the new season. It's cool to see Lego Brick doing some brand new castle themed items, and that 4GT will be interesting as a smaller Lego Technic set in 2026. So some who's new Lego leaks and rumours. Comment down below, what are you excited for, what are you not? You can like the video, subscribe, and turn notifications for more Lego videos, Lego news videos, watch any videos on screen now. Remember guys, keep clicking and breaking. I'll see you all later guys, bye bye.